Legal expert Mike Davis joins us tonight to talk more about this. Sir, it's good to have you on. Robert Hur discovered that Biden's ghostwriter destroyed evidence of Joe Biden sharing classified information with him. And somehow that guy gets the all clear. Hur, I assume, never really looked into or even bothered to investigate whether or not the request to do such a thing may have come from Biden's inner circle. I mean, we're talking about the potential of conspiracy and evidence tampering. This is what they're trying to put Walt Nauta and Donald Trump in prison for 20 years.
Yeah, remember with President Trump, under the Presidential Records Act, former presidents are allowed to have their presidential records in the office of former president, which is funded by Congress and heavily guarded by the Secret Service. And contrast that with Biden, who had 5 stashes of stolen classified records from his time as VP and even as senator, moved several times, unguarded for years, accessible by their Chinese agent, almost certainly used by Hunter to secure Burisma funding. And now we learn that Biden shared this with his ghostwriters, shared classified information with his ghostwriter, and they obstructed justice by destroying the evidence in the face of Robert Hur's investigation.
Talk about that, just the part of Biden even having the documents to begin with, when you've never been the president of the United States, is a massive deal already.
Yeah, very much so. What's even more problematic for Joe Biden, which he'll never be able to explain, is how he had Senate documents, because that means he had to have stolen them out of the Senate SCIF in order to. I mean, I had a security clearance when I worked in the Senate. It's not easy to get documents out of the Senate SCIF.
No.
Joe Biden found a way.
Yeah. Nobody cares, but, there's also that. Take a listen to Ian Sams from the White House today.
The report lays out example after example of how the president did not willfully take classified documents. The report lays out how the president did not share classified documents with anyone. The report lays out how the president did not knowingly share classified information with anyone.
How do you get up there and say that? I mean, how do you go up? I guess because the media is not going to ask you many tough questions because they don't want to believe this story. But that refutes everything that was in the files that were released last night. He just goes up and says it.
Yeah, well, he says that Biden didn't share classified documents with anyone. Well, he shared classified information, and it was on those tapes with his biographer, and they deleted those tapes.
Documents. So that's his little trick. He said, you're right. He said documents. He didn't say information. He said he never handed anybody, that at least they know of, he never handed anybody a classified piece of paper. Aren't they clever? Mike Davis, always good to have you on, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you.